Ken Kraetzer, CaMMVetsMedia. Chris, good to see you. How do you feel this couple of days away from the start of your season?
Very excited. Excited to see this football team take the field.
Very good. What's you've played a lot of football for Army, 34 games. You got 49 tackles and a sack. What have you learned from your experience that you're bringing into this season?
That every day is not guaranteed. Last year, battling injury, some days wasn't able to practice, but I think like the foundation of being a tough, strong Army football player is practicing every opportunity that you can.
And tell us about some of the guys on your teammates on the defensive line. You got Austin Hill, you've got Kyle Lewis, Darius Richardson, Nate Smith, Jack Latour. Tell us about your teammates on the defensive line.
Yeah, I mean they're phenomenal athletes and even better men to be around. They're people that I would bring home and meet my parents. They're not just great football players, but great guys off the field. But Austin Hill's tenacity and like ability to get after the ball is like phenomenal. I've never seen anybody that has a motor like that, and like it's very similar to Kyle Lewis. Same type of motor, just always going, and even sometimes like my body language might lack it, and like they're getting on me to like motivate me to get better. Jack Latour, he's going to be, in my opinion, the face of Army football after this coming season. I just think he needs a little bit more development, and I think he's going to be a strong asset for our football team. Darius Richardson and Nate Smith are also phenomenal football players and have played a lot of football here.
And Kyle Lewis is designated as getting the start on Saturday. How has his game improved this year?
He's a phenomenal football player, has the fastest hands on the defensive line, has the ability to move people. Is the strongest defensive lineman that we have also in the weight room.
And as far as I thought, I guess the goal has been to improve stopping the run this year. Do you feel like you've made improvements to stop the running plays?
Yeah, I think a lot of our, especially Indy drills, are more focused around stopping the run and then earning the right to rush the passer.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go to Sal on Zoom.
Hey Chris, how are you?
Good, how you doing, Sal?
Good. What do you think this team can accomplish this season? Like, what personally do you think you guys can do?
Personally, I think that we should take each week by week. I think that in order to build a strong house, that you have to start at the foundation, and that's ULM right now. I'm not really focused on the entirety of the season, but rather just this week right now.
Can you talk about the camaraderie on the defensive line where you guys are shuffling in and out and not necessarily worried about snaps and just worried about playing your hardest when you get in there?
Yeah, I think that's the mindset of all of the defensive linemen and this football team. Is it's always the brotherhood. Whether you're the starter or not the starter, or if you get 20 snaps or if you get 50 snaps, I don't think that we play for snap counts or for stats. I think that we play for one another.
Nice. Anything with this Louisiana Monroe offensive line that you faced them last year? Maybe they've changed a little bit, but what do you think you're up against on Saturday?
I'll let Coach Monkey talk about that.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Go to Charles.
Chris, Ken McMillan with the Times Herald Record.
Even sir.
To follow on Sal's question, yes, you're going to take it week by week, but do you feel like you have the pieces to put it together this year?
I think we have a phenomenal defense and a phenomenal offense and phenomenal special teams. I think that we have the ability to win games, and I think that we just have to go week by week.
What do you like about the way this defense plays?
The hunger and that we only just need a crumb just to execute. Like we just needed just a little bit of taste, and like the blood's in our mouth, and we're gonna get after it.
How excited are you as a player? You've been through this before, but a season opener, is it more special for you than?
I think that we left a lot of games on the field last year, and as a leader, I take a lot of responsibility for that, and I think that this is just another opportunity for us to execute. And yeah, like emotions are high and excitement is high, but you still have to go out there and execute. And emotions won't drive a win, but execution of the fundamentals will win the game.
Thank you, Chris.
Yep.
Anything else, guys? You're all set, Chris.
Cool. Have a good night, guys. Connor, it was good meeting you.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck on Saturday.
Yep.